It's Thursday afternoon. It's I've been in hospital, various hospitals for almost 10 weeks now. And this afternoon, I received the most depressing phone call of my life. It was um, it was the longer awaited call, which I've basically it was the follow up to the operation that I had a couple of weeks ago, where they performed brain surgery. They got what they thought was a cancerous mass out of my head, and apparently it went well. I was told that it went well. They got it all out, and the end result is that a couple of weeks later, I'm finding the use of my right arm. This is my right arm, which was dead before, and my right leg. Um, I'm progressing. But the phone call that I had, a couple of hours ago was depressing. It was not good. It basically confirmed that it was a cancerous mass, but it was a malignant cancer. What was is stroke is a malignant cancer. Now I told the neurosurgeon on the phone that I'd been told that it was all gone out of my head, and she said yes, but it's a malignant cancer and they always grow back. I mean, they it's infected brain cells. um they can't get it all out. It always comes back. I said, so what's the alternative? I mean, she said, chemotherapy. Now, chemotherapy, she painted a picture of chemotherapy as, painful and, arduous and nauseating. And I said, yeah, well, what alternative do I have? I'll do it. I'll do it. She said, yeah, but after chemotherapy, you know, you know, you know, you're still under the time limit. It would be unfair for me to say exactly what she said. But I'll put it in a nutshell for you. Basically, she said you've got 12 to 15 months to live. That's the time. That's the time. And that's even after having chemotherapy and radiology, radio, whatever. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's basically it's a quality of life. I mean, do you want to live shorter and not go through that painful chemotherapy, or even after having chemotherapy, you've still got 12 to 15 months to live. Now, as I read it, this means that I'm lucky to live to 63, but I won't live to 64. So basically, it's terminal what I've got. I said on the phone call, can you see evidence that it's still there now? Because I was told that it had all gone. She said, no, I can't see evidence, but I've done hundreds of these, and malignant cancers always come back. So basically, I said, I'll have the chemotherapy. She said, a lot of people give up on the chemotherapy. I mean, because they find it too nauseating, and they don't want to spend their last year alive, suffering. Uh, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna opt for the chemotherapy because I don't have any. But I may think like that. I may think like that. I may go somewhere into it. and think, what's the point of going through this? I don't know. I don't know right now. I mean, they're going to speak to me about chemotherapy. Uh, so it looks like, I once heard someone saying that when people are told that they've only got so long to live, then they live their life in a big way. They live their life in a big way. They go around the world, say all the things that. Well, I've already done all of that. I mean, they don't. They don't do that. I mean, there's no way I'm going to stay in luxury five-star hotel rooms across the world if I'm thinking I might be dead tomorrow. I'll die in a more dignified way. So 12 to 15 months. That's the second time I've heard that figure. A doctor before I had, quoted the same figure, 12 to 15 months. No, it's not there now, but she said it always comes back. Malignant cancer, it always comes back. So, yeah, I'm expecting to not live much longer. So what I'm going to do, I'm back to the way that I was the other week. I'm not in any pain right now. I'm not in any pain. I can't walk, but I'm comfortable here in bed, and you never know. I mean, I realistically put out a video, whereas I basically said I'm going to be back in Thailand in another 6 months. That might happen. That might happen. I'd rather die in Pattaya than here in England. I'd rather die somewhere that makes me happy. And wishful thinking that she's wrong, and I might be one of those people who live years beyond that. I don't think so. I think she seemed decisive about that. She said, younger people who have this kind of malignant cancer, they they are the ones that might live a couple of years. You're unlikely to get a couple of years longer. You live 12 to 15 months. Doesn't seem longer. I don't know what quality of life I'm going to have, whether I'm going to be in any pain. I'm not in any pain now. I mean, my hospital stay has been, you know, almost totally painless. I was terrified of, needles, injections beforehand. Kind of used to it now. But 12 to 15 months. Uh, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do now. You know, I'm comfortable. I've lived my life. I've lived my life. I've lived my life. I await. Your comments. What do you think? I mean, yeah, I mean that doctor, that surgeon, neurosurgeon. I mean, she's done hundreds of these. She knows what she's talking about. It's not no point me wishful thinking and thinking that I might be the one that'll survive. It's unlikely. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm back in Thailand, yeah, in the new year. You know, that might be my way of going out on a high note and being reckless. Who was it who said, "Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die"? I might take a leaf out of their book.